G'day and hello beautiful people, it is Mimo here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, night, no matter the time wherever you are. Hope life is treating you well. Moving on to some more chapter 24 of Alexandria, the story missions. We're up to stage number 5 right now. We've had the first 4 stages, which has been a mixture of both people and zombies. What will stage 5 bring us? We've met up with Abraham and he's bringing us behind the safety gates of Alexandria, which is what we've been holding out for. Safety inside the gates. Abraham fills the group in about the state of things in DC and elsewhere. So the radio, the military, all of it was a lie. That's just disappointing really, isn't it? Look at his face. Horror, horror. Pure horror. That explains Ezekiel's reaction. So this is how it is. Well, Garrett's smile sure is gone. Frage so. Just then another face from the past appears. Who is it? Ricky! It's Rick! Rest in peace. Abraham, we got trouble southside. Need some help clearing a swarm of walkers. Oh, there we go. Another zombie stage for stage 5. It's a bit of a trend happening right now. Rick? Yeah? So cool. It's Garrett from Woodbury. Garrett, don't sound like a fanboy, Jesus. Yeah, I recognise you. Could use you too. Come on. Yeah, Garrett, stop fanboying over Rick. I would too, but anyways. Okay, so what are we gonna get rolling for this one? Let's go ahead and start up a new team here. What do we got? An ally of Rick. We're going to use ultra rares. Let's go for 4 stars. It's always convenient to go for Ezekiel. I'm going to choose him at the beginning of every video because I absolutely love Ezekiel. We're going to scroll on down to the 4 stars. Bear with me, this may take quite a while, but as you can see from the roster, plenty of 5 stars for me to ascend. I really need to get... I need to put my foot down and start actually ascending my 5 stars. Yeah, I need to do something about that. It's just like there's so many quality 5 stars that could be ascended. Okay, so let's go on down to 4 stars. Molly Land. 4-star land, we've got Molly as the leader, plus 24 crit for all melee, and we'll probably have a mixture of green and yellow right now. Of course, we have ally in the yellow Rick, so we're going to be ally friendly in this video and give him a leader skill so he's benefiting as part of the team. Now, let's go for some OG 4 stars. Jesus, Maggie, Molly and Chuck, of course, the Telltale Special Edition ones. Oh, I miss the Telltale. Oh, such a sad story. Joshua, maybe, I don't know. Do I like this combination? I don't think... I need someone with a crit rush. Oh, there we go. Denise has a crit leader skill. Glenn's useless. He was like, remember when this game used to pop out Glenn's? Sadiq, not Ezekiel. Sadiq has a crit leader skill too, as does Michonne. So plenty of 4 stars with crit leader skills. If you're not, sorry, I've sort of forgotten a lot of these characters. I haven't used 4 stars for quite a long time, and then being away from the game for a while, I've trying to remember who has crit in their rush. Trying to get a crit rush. We saw a few crit leader skills. Aaron. Bloody hell, why didn't I think of All Out War Aaron? It's like his only use is his crit. Who are we gonna replace? I reckon Joshua. Let's replace Joshua. We'll have Jesus, Aaron, Maggie, Chuck, and Molly, and Rick. Yeah, good combination. Now what I'm gonna choose, of course, is crit weapons. We're going on with zombies. We want the crit weapons with some of them. Ooh. Since when did I have that? Anyways, we'll get those. Get that one. Oh, I actually have quite a lot. Oh, I have plenty. So all these weapons should almost have the plus 30 crit and then the Slayer number 1. Maybe this one, I'll just have a regular one. Okay, so there we go. All the weapons, teams done up with crit. Now we are to get the 4 favourite zombie killing inventory. Guts, nitric oxide because they're melee, smelling salts, and what was the last one? Can anyone name it for me? It's not up this way, it's back up this way. I'll give you a clue, it camouflages you. Oh, there it is, bloody shirt. There we go. So there we are. We have our leader skill. We have a rush in there of Aaron's. We have our weapons. We have our inventory. S2 plus. This is our lowest grade teams. All 4 stars except for Rick the ally there. So let's see what these guys can pop out headshot wise and what sort of damage they can do to these zombies. Current bonus or boost up the top, I should say. +5 crit there. So you know, a solid amount of crit, definitely not the same amount of crit that the Kenny-led range team that had, the all-blue team had last video. They were a lot higher in the crit, but this team's has got a solid amount of crit. If a zombie gets close and they don't headshot it, I'm not gonna be too cautious in regards to if any zombies get close. I'm gonna put guts on them and camouflage them so they don't get touched. If they do happen to get close, I might let them get hit by one just to see what it's going to do maybe to the 4-star. Not all these characters are maxed out sort of things. Unfortunately, Aaron is not maxed out. His rush is not maxed out, which means it's really slower than it needs to be in regards to giving me crit. I'm not going to pop it this round just purely because there's not many zombies left. And you know, the disadvantage of having melee zombie teams is when you have these sorts of obstacles here, you can't hit through them, which is annoying. You can shoot over them, but you can't hit through them. So it's one of those things you might want to keep in mind in regards to you might want to use a ranged team and not be so ally friendly to Rick. But as you can see, I'm not popping Aaron yet because I'm just trying to emphasize the amount of crit they're getting. And then we'll pop him now, okay. +30 crit, he does a solid amount of crit. I was like, I'm not gonna, yeah. So they got 50 crit weapons, all of them except for Aaron. And then they got another 30 crit, another 24 crit from Molly's leader skills. So you can see the crit really is well over 100 on the basis for all of them. It's pretty much well over 100. Rick probably excluded and Aaron's probably close but there. So 4 out of the 6 are well over 100 crit. And the zombies haven't really got close. They're doing really, really well. These are 4 stars. And in regards to when it comes to zombies, it doesn't matter if you have 3 stars or 2 stars. What matters is the amount of crit that you have. And if the numbers... And let me start again. If another zombie stage does happen to come up in chapter 24, I might just use, you know, some really low plays in there just to emphasize that, some 3 stars or even a 2-star or something like that, just to emphasize the importance of just getting a huge amount of crit and making sure you just got the most crit you can possibly have in a team. I'm pretty lucky that my roster allows me to have pretty high crit teams, both in the ranged version and also the melee version, and also through all the traits. Just because I've been around for so long, I've accumulated so many characters, so I've never struggled with zombies to say, and I've always been really comfortable with them just because I've had the options around with the crit, and I've had the crit count up enough that I've never really struggled. As you can see here, not having to use the inventory at all, not needing it at all. All I'm doing is just utilizing my rush, my leader skill, and my weapons crit, and I've got a slight boost at the top there of +5 crit. So zombie stage are always awesome. I always like zombie stage. It makes it a bit easier.
Suck me in slow, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind, just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but in the dead of the night, teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the sun.